Hey everybody, welcome to my very first Just Real Love video. I can't believe I'm doing this. So today I'm just going to introduce you guys to myself, talk a little bit about who I am, what Just Real Love is, how it came to be, that kind of thing. But before I get started on that, just a couple things to just point out. I love music. A lot of my inspiration comes from music. So as I do these videos, I'll start with a song or something, that means something to me or that I really like. Second thing is, thank you to everyone who has supported Just Real Love, my mission, my campaign. Thank you so much. I am really overwhelmed and amazed and just so grateful for all of the support that you guys have been giving me and just helping me to feed and nurture and to make Just Real Love just what it is and what it's going to be in the future. So thank you. I could not do this without you guys. The final thing before I get into the meat of this video is a few people have really been pushing me in love. They see my brand. They even have a vision for it that I didn't have at the time. You guys have been pushing me. It's time for you to do videos. I love your message, that kind of thing. And I was really apprehensive. It was about 3 of you guys that, really talked to me and pushed me to do this. And I just want to say thank you for your vision. Thank you for believing in me. And thank you for pushing me. That means a lot. And it's why I'm able to do this video today. Okay. So who am I? My name is Tiffany Madison. I am the owner of Just Real Love, LLC. It is a mission. It is a campaign. So although you guys see clothing, it's so much more. It's a message. It's an experience. It's going to evolve into a lot of things, but it's called Just Real Love. Okay, I am a mom of 3. I have a 26-year-old daughter, a 24-year-old son, and a 17-year-old son. And my world is my 8-year-old grandson. That is my baby. His name is Aria. I've been married for, it'll be 19 years in May. So I love my husband. We are just meant to be. We're coming up on 19 years. He's my everything. So that's who I am. I am from Chicago, which many of you will know that already because of, some of the clothing that's coming out and that kind of thing. But aside from being a wife, a mom, I am a auntie to many. Auntie to many. I'm an advocate for plenty of people, mainly children and senior citizens. I am a confidant, I'm a good listener. So, a lot of people, that call and talk to me, they, able to talk and their secrets stay right with me. I'm a real good confidant and friend. So that's who Tiffany Madison is. Now, what is Just Real Love? As I stated, it is a campaign that will ultimately become, hopefully, a household name around the world. The premise of it is, of course, just real love. And it comes from just a yearning to want to give just real love and receive just real love. I'm on a mission to spread that message, spread positive messages, inspire people to be their authentic self, to put their best self forward to those who deserve it, reserve themselves for people who don't, but ultimately to influence people to just be real. That's what Just Real Love is. When did it come about? So Just Real Love is of course, a culmination of my life experiences. So its inception began long before I even knew. My different life experiences, things that I've gone through, my reactions to them, how they shaped me. But Just Real Love LLC officially became a business in September of 2019. And it became then officially a business because it was time. Evidently, I had so much inside of me that I was just bursting with, and it had to be birthed. It had to be birthed. So that's when, it had been forming inside of me and growing and building up. And then it was born September of 2019. Now, I live in Atlanta. Again, I am from Chicago, and a lot of my support and my loyal and repeat customers are from Chicago. So, but like I said, ultimately, hopefully the whole world is going to know Just Real Love. So it's going to be from everywhere, in every place. It's going to be widespread. Okay, that's my goal, that's my vision, and that's what I am ultimately aiming for. Why? Why, Tiffany? Why did you come up with Just Real Love? Why do we care? What does it mean? Here's why. Okay, so who we are has to deal with how we were raised, where we were raised, who our family is, what our life experiences has been, our religious beliefs, our socioeconomics statuses, where we came up and was formed and was cultivated, geographically. So, like I said, I'm from Chicago, and people from Chicago, you automatically know you're going to have some very versatile people coming out of Chicago. You may be smart, intelligent, savvy, but you're also going to be street. You're going to be a survivor. You got to be tough, to come up in Chicago. So those are just some of the characteristics that are inside of me. I come from a very religious family. We don't, there's a difference between religion and spirituality. And my ultimate goal is to be a spiritual being, but I come from a religious family, okay? And so I'm grateful for my foundation and, the morals that were instilled in me. I was taught to be a good person, to mainly walk a straight line, do what's good, do what's right. Right is gonna follow you. Trust God. He's the saver and the savior of all things. And if you just do this, and this, then it's gonna equal these great things, which are this, and this. I'm grateful for my foundation, but what I wasn't taught was how disappointments hit you, how they change you, how they form you, how they make you into a different type person. And it's all for ultimate survival, right? So, for instance, when you experience disappointment, when you experience hurt, you don't want to feel it again. So you may build up defenses towards it, which there really is not such a thing as not feeling it again, but you think that if you react a certain way, that you're saving yourself from it. So I became very tough, very harsh, very bitter, very angry because of my life experiences and disappointments. I have an overly religious father. He's a pastor. And then I had an alcoholic mother. So having that overbearing religious parent, it made me rebellious. Having that alcoholic mom, it made me fearful. I experienced so much instability where, I didn't know what was coming next. So I was scared to move because I just don't want to disturb this sense of calmness I have right now. So it instilled in me some fear. I experienced great, traumatic losses in my life early on. At the age of 19, my love and the father of my first two children, he was murdered in Chicago in 1995. So with that, I became a very reserved, depressed person, overbearing to my kids, which, ultimately I passed down what was given to me, fearing them of, really trying it. I was overbearing and overprotective of them, thinking I could save them, thinking that I could control what happens to them, right? So the trauma of that loss changed me. What else? Just experiencing, I got some notes here, fake friends, backstabbers, right? So we've all been in a situation where you think you have a certain relationship with a person or a group of people, but you get your feelings hurt and find out that it's not really what is displayed on the surface. There's some hurt, disappointment where you heard somebody was talking about you or they said that. And so that kind of disappointment, these type of things just kind of made me a chameleon, right? I was adjusting to the situations around me. So if I knew that this person said something about me, instead of going to that person and having a conversation about it, I build up this tough exterior, don't talk to me, or push people away type thing. Or, if I'm in a room that's uncomfortable, you learn to adapt just for survival. You don't want to be there. Your sentiments about it is negative, but you put on display a smile to get through it. And so Just Real Love came to be because I realized I was losing. Here I am, adjusting to what's around me, and I wasn't able to be my authentic self. So in that, I realized if I wanted just real love, I had to become just real love. What does that mean? I am going to be a walking, talking being of love. If I love you, you're going to know I love you. If I value you, you're going to know I value you. If you hurt me, you're going to know you hurt me. So there is not a person in the world that does not know where they stand with Tiffany, right? And it's no ill feelings or negative energy behind it, but it's just an awareness that this relationship is not feeding me, nurturing me. It's not bringing out the best in either of us. So instead of remaining close and in dysfunction, it's better to take a step back. To me, that's just real love, right? When you really love someone, appreciate someone, I really make it a point to let them know that I value them. Of course, there's been so much loss, and from one minute to the next, you don't know who's going to be there. And so it's just about taking the extra time, effort to let those people that are important to you know that they are important to you. So, the first facet of Just Real Love, I wanted to start with apparel, with positive messaging. This was the first piece out of the line, and it says, no fake hugs. So in my videos to come, like I said, this is the first video, but in my videos to come, I'm going to be talking about the messaging and the clothing, different experiences that I have had, and how these messages came to be, how I feel about them. And ultimately, from Just Real Love, I'm learning that we as a people are more alike than we know. When I started Just Real Love, I have had so many people drawn to me that feel the exact same way that I do, but I never would have known it because we all are just chameleons surviving in, what the world has created for us. So That's my first video. I hope I did okay. I'm always so nervous. I hope I did okay, but I'm always so nervous. But that's basically what Just Real Love is. Again, thank you guys for your support and look forward to more videos to come. Okay, love you guys. Bye.